Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Dia and I appreciate you stopping by. Today's video is going to be, like the title says, I am back in my Hobonichi cousin. So you might say, Dia, what happened to the Wonderland? Well, I am still using the Wonderland. It is my new favorite planner for my YouTube stuff and any personal stuff I need to get done. But I was just missing the Hobonichi cousin so much. There's just something special about the Hobonichi, and if you know, you know. And I kept trying to find reasons to use it, but nothing was really sticking. And recently we had a change in our business, and I think it's gonna work perfectly as my business planner now. My husband and I own a photography business and we live in San Diego, and we have been shooting weddings for the past 17 years. It hasn't been both of us consistently. I kind of started the business shooting weddings and then we were both shooting together. We had 6 kids, so for a while there he kind of went and got a regular job with some benefits and stuff, and he just wasn't happy with that, so we went back to running the photography business full-time together, and it was wonderful for a while, but then I think I burnt out on weddings a little, so I was still helping on the back end of weddings, but usually all of that planning was done in an online program that we use called Adobe. And when you're dealing with brides and grooms and weddings, the process is usually 6 months to a year that you're kind of working with that one client. So it was easy to keep the to-do list in this online app. But we recently decided we were no longer going to shoot weddings. We kind of got into school photography, sports photography, which is more of high volume photography. So it's dealing with, clients quickly and finishing up the events after. I have no clue if this is making any sense at all. All of that to say, I needed a place to keep track of all of the things that we have to get done, and our old program was no longer working for us. So my husband has struggled with using paper planners forever. He loves the concept, loves the bullet journal, but he's not in the habit of writing things down, whereas I need a paper planner. He recently started using Sunsama, which is an awesome app because we can both sign on to it. I can see what his to-do list is. We can make projects and just create all sorts of things. It is an awesome app and he loves it. But for me, I felt like something was still missing. I need the pen and paper process to really make things stick for me and to make sure they get done. Let me stop for a second and kind of explain the dynamics of our husband-wife business. Together, we make really strong business partners because he's an extrovert and I'm an introvert. And he is out there talking to people, getting the business, dealing with customers, and he's really good at that. I'm really good at the task-oriented to-do list, getting things done part of a business. So without him, I would have no business because I would probably never advertise or talk about my business. And without me, nothing would ever get completed. So we make the perfect combination. We work really well together. And since we, have transitioned into this other side of the photography business, it's just trying to figure out what's going to work best for us. So I hope I can piece this all together. Okay, so let's just get into the planner now. I just wanted to give you some background as to what kind of business we're doing and why and how I use this as my business planner. Here it is right here. This is my Hobonichi cousin. If you're not familiar with it, it is in the A5 size, which is like a half a sheet of paper. And I have this cover that I got a while back from Sojourner, and I love this cover. It's not too thick and I love the way it fits. So there's a couple things that I'm gonna do differently with my Hobonichi this time around than I did when I was kind of using it for my everything planner. My dog is eating right now, so if you hear some smacking and crunching, that's her right down there. Sorry about that, but I need to get this video done and I can't wait for her to finish eating. She's smacking so loud. Teek, seriously? Oh, I'm gonna move it to the bedroom. Hold on. Okay. Oh my gosh, she was so loud. Okay, where was I? I think I was at the things I'm doing differently with my Hobonichi planner now that I'm using it as my business planner and not my everyday carry everything planner. The first thing is I am not going to be decorating it at all. You will not find a sticker in this book from here on out. It is strictly my business planning tool. I also won't be using fountain pens anymore. I love my fountain pens and I love Hobonichi paper, but it just takes way too long for the ink to dry and I need to be able to jot stuff down quickly. So I am using the Sarasa clip pens. They dry really quickly. It's a gel pen, I believe, not a ballpoint pen. So it writes really smooth and there's no skipping and it doesn't leave too much of an imprint on my pages. If you know Tomoe River paper, you know what I'm talking about. The only other new thing that I am using in here are these little brass tabs that I got. I believe they are Traveler's Notebook tabs, and I've been using them in everything now. I love how tiny they are and how easy they are to move from page to page, and they don't stick out far at all. I don't need to have labels. They're telling me month, day, year. I already know the month is up front, the weeks are in the middle, and the day is at the back. So it works for me. This is gonna be a really quick flip through because like I said, this planner is just so basic now, but I do wanna show you how I'm using it in case you need some ideas for your own business. Currently, I'm not using any of the tracker pages in the front of the book like I used to, but I might start using them in the future, maybe next year, because I will be purchasing this book for 2023. I'll still be purchasing my Wonderland planner too, but this will be my book for 2023 for our business. I may eventually start using those to track other things. The first section that I do use is the monthly section, and this is just a huge important staple in all of my planning. It might look like I lied a little because there is a sticker here on my monthly page, but I had already put these in for the whole year and I won't be doing that next year. But this is my monthly spread, and obviously all I do in here is put any appointments or photo shoots or basically anything that is going to take us out of the office, I put in here. And as you can see, I have no problem scratching things out. Right here we had a photo shoot for a dance team, but their uniforms didn't come on time, so we had to push the date. And I don't white it out because when I'm flipping back through the pages, I like to see how some things had to be rescheduled. So I just drew a line through it and put reschedule. If you notice too, I use red because my husband loves red and orange, so I just thought I would use that as his color, and these Sarasa pens are just gorgeous. They're the vintage collection. On to the weekly section. If you see all of my other planner videos, you know the weekly section is a memory keeping section for me. Basically, I keep track of my day and I write things in as they happen or after they happen. I'm doing this one differently. This one is strictly planning ahead. So we'll usually sit down together either Saturday or Sunday, usually Sunday, and go over what the week is going to look like. I wrote it in right here. It's just all plain writing, and I wrote in what he plans to do for the week. Some of it has already changed. We're on Friday now. I just kind of wrote in where he was supposed to be. He is also a cheerleading coach, so I made sure I put those in here too, and this just gives us a really good idea of the chunks of time that we have available to work together. So I'm gonna keep doing this. Because the Hobonichi time, it's 24 hours, and I really don't need this space at the bottom of the planner. I've just been going in and putting the workout that he does for the day, just so he has it, and you know, he's not great at documenting his life, so I'll help him document it a little. Now on to the daily pages. Again, if you've seen any of my past Hobonichi videos, you know the daily pages were like the bane of my existence. I have such a love-hate relationship with the daily pages, but I am loving them now. I think I switched it up for one of these layouts, and then I kind of decided to go back to my original layout, but I'll just go ahead and flip through the pages that I did complete. I've only been using this for, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a little over a week. So I think I found what's working for me now. I'm not writing the day in at the top or anything like I used to do. And over here on the left-hand side, I go ahead and write in any appointments or anything that's taking him out of the office for the day. I didn't like doing this with my planner because I felt like I was repeating what was already on my weekly pages. But for him, I forget what he's doing sometimes and what his schedule is. So every morning, I'll just go in really quick and write in anything where he's gonna be out of the office. Right next to the timeline, I keep our to-do list, which has any tasks that I need to make sure he gets done, and I won't check them off until I've confirmed with him that they are done, and also projects that we're working on together. And then at the bottom here, I use this kind of whole bottom section as a notes section, and I just jot down anything that we need to get done, anything that just needs to be noted, because I will be reviewing these pages at the end of the week to make sure everything got done, and just to keep in mind if we need to make any adjustments on any of the projects in the future. I'm just gonna go ahead and flip through some of these pages for you so that you can see what they look like. The next day, I just kind of did the same thing. I have the to-do list. I didn't have any notes on that day. On the 11th, I didn't really take any notes either. And then actually on the 11th and 12th is where I tried something a little different. I thought I don't need to keep the timeline in here of what his appointments are. So I decided to use that section as notes and the right side for the to-do list still. But I didn't like that because I really do like seeing at a glance that day. I only look at the weekly page at the beginning of the day. So I didn't want to have to keep flipping back to it throughout the day. Now I am still going ahead and writing the timeline on the left-hand side, which on the 13th I started doing again. Some days are busier than others, so some days are full, some are not. In case you're curious of my key or how I keep track of whether things are done or not, it's just pretty basic. I put a check mark if something is completed. I put an X if we're just gonna not do it and take it off of our to-do list completely. I put a dot if I'm in the middle of working on it or it's still in process. And I put a little arrow if it's something that needs to be pushed to the next day. And then that's pretty much it. I am very happy to be back in my Hobonichi planner. And no, it's not my everything planner anymore. That is what the Wonderland has taken over, but it's kind of good too because this planner is just a little bit too big to carry everywhere with me. So this one is a lot smaller and easier to take around. I did buy the tabs for this, and I also got this clear ruler because I always seem to draw the lines crooked when I have a ruler that isn't clear. I don't know, but I got it from Tokyo Pen Shop. I got the tabs from Tokyo Pen Shop too because I noticed that they're sold out in a lot of places. And I also got this really adorable shirt. I wanted to get the free shipping and I really didn't need anything else. And I saw that they had this shirt and it was in a size large. That's all they had left, but I can tell it was just gonna be one of those like really comfortable shirts. So I bought it and I love it. And now I have a Tokyo Pen Shop shirt, and it also has writing on the back. Have no idea what it says, so if anyone can tell me, that would be great. It might even say it on the website. I just didn't even look. Okay, that's it guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found some ideas and inspiration for your own planners. If you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave them down below. If you enjoyed this video, it really helps if you give it a thumbs up, so I'd appreciate that. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. And if you want to be notified whenever I post a new video, make sure you hit that notification bell. I am trying to post weekly now. I feel like I run out of planner stuff to post sometimes, so I started doing some vlogs. They're not getting much views right now, but I really enjoy doing them, and I love to take a peek in other people's lives. So I just like to give you guys a peek into mine for anyone who cares. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.